Alphonsus Kelly.
Alfo.
Alfo. From?
Mill Street.
How long ago? When did you arrive in Mill Street?
Oh, I was born in 1940.
1940.
March, yeah.
To a fair...
The ninth son.
The ninth son.
No sisters.
At all?
None.
Never had a sister?
Yeah.
So who was your brothers?
My brothers was Lewis, he's passed away. He was in the Korean Army, came out without a scratch, he was a medic. Frank from London, he died last year. And then there was Tiny, Gabriel, Jerry, Ambrose, and myself. Well, Ambrose is older than Jerry, so.
Might go out and tell them not to ring.
Home from England, and he's younger than Gabriel.
And what was it like in a household with 8 boys?
That the old man kept us in line, I tell you. Bring down the coal and the turf and do the dishes. Yeah, they were good days. I mean.
And where did you go to school?
Christian Brothers, and after that I went to the Tech. That's got me into the carpentry. My father was a ship's joiner, and just 5 of us probably at the carpentry out of the crew, and he worked in Belfast. Actually, my uncle Johnny worked on the Titanic. Company's name was Harland and Wolff.
That's right.
They built it, Liverpool. So I tell everyone, no wonder it sunk. But it was good.
And where was the school situated at that time?
On Castlebar Street.
Okay.
There's some type of a school supermarket there.
Dunn stores are there now, yeah.
But then I went to the Tech, to Jim Ward, very good teacher. And there was a guy called Damery, taught us metalwork, and I never looked back, you know. I went to England, had my 19th birthday in London, and...
What did you work at there?
Carpentry.
For who?
Oh, different companies.
Different company, none of the big ones, like?
I worked for John Lang.
Lang.
He was the big one.
He was the big one that time, yeah?
Yeah.
Wimpy's?
And,
Wimpy's?
no, never worked for
Mostly
Wimpy.
Lang, was it? Mostly Lang?
Oh, no, other companies.
Oh, no, plenty of them, yeah.
was,
And what year did you go to England?
had my 19th birthday there, 1959.
1959.
Actually, Jerry and me ran away. The old man wouldn't let us go. So I was there 6 years, and I went to Chicago. My brother Lewis and Ambrose was there, and carpentry again. Never looked back.
And when you went to London, was there a big change from Westport?
Oh, no, Jesus. I remember standing at the train station in the tube and the train coming in. I stepped back 4 feet. It was going, you know, a wind tunnel.
And was it exciting for a young fella to go to London from Westport that time? Or were you kind of nervous about it?
No. My brother Frank was living here, and he got us digs with an Irish family. I can't remember their name. Lived down the street, and we used to go to Petticoat Lane quite a bit. That was a big open market on a Sunday. And I never looked back.
And why did you decide to go to America?
Oh, to prosper. That's what they asked me at the... Actually, I filled my paperwork out in Dublin, and I had them transferred to Madrid, because Ramon's late mother was from Spain. So I left from Madrid, from Barcelona to the United States by an old immigrant ship. That was a rough crossing, but I knew the smell of the salt water. I was never sick, and that was 11 days from Gibraltar to Halifax, Canada. Let us off for a few hours, and then we continued on by ship down to New York.
And what was the ship across the Atlantic like? Was it rough?
Rough, yeah.
What, can you remember the name of it, no?
Yeah, the La Saturnia.
And was it a luxury ship, or was it mixed?
No, Emigrant.
Emigrant.
Bunk beds and washrooms down the hallway in a library, and every day the food was it was all Italian food, but the same movie was, if it was Monday it was in English, Tuesday was Italian. Good people, yeah.
And were there many people getting sick on it?
Oh, an awful lot.
An awful lot,
we're halfway across, and they were putting strips of wood around the dining room table, and I said to an Italian carpenter, he spoke some English, why are you putting the strips? He said, didn't you listen to the radio this morning? Or you didn't hear the announcement? We're heading for rough seas. the strips of wood is to stop the dishes flying off.
No.
I said, oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. That was a rough one.
And were you sharing bunks, sharing room?
No,
cabins?
me and my late wife, I was up top and she was down the bottom. And there was a little drip you could pull across and read a book at night time. I was reading a lot about Al Capone them days.
You thought you might learn a few things, eh?
Yeah.
And how long did it take you?
11 days.
11 days.
This was an old tugboat, but that was our last journey. She was going back to the scrap yards in France to get chopped up. That was our last trip.
So you wouldn't consider it a cruise?
No.
That wasn't a cruise, no.
No.
Hard work.
No. Hell, boy, it was rough seas. But them days they used to throw all the orange crates out the back of the ship. The ocean was getting polluted.
And when you went to Chicago, you went to Chicago, you did, yeah?
Yeah,
Did you know somebody there, yeah?
Yeah, I stayed with Ambrose,
Okay.
and then we were working hard.
At carpentry, is it?
Yeah, I worked for a company, and then we'd come back and put posts in and back porches and new stairs, side work at night time. That was 2 jobs we had, and I was able to save up enough money to put a down payment on a house.
And what part of Chicago did you live in?
North side.
North side, yeah.
Yeah.
And was there a big Irish community there?
Oh yes, yeah. There is today.
Yeah.
Big Irish community, an awful lot of Irish pubs, and a big Polish community.
And did you mix with all the other nationalities there, or did you kind of keep to the Irish?
Oh, stuck with the Irish.
Stuck with the Irish, yeah.
Yeah, but I claimed once I was a citizen. I claimed my in-laws out, and I stuck with the Spaniards. And them days they wouldn't advertise it. There was a soccer game. We'd go down the beach, and the Polish would be playing the Mexicans, or it was pretty good entertaining.
International stuff.
Yeah, and there was never a word about it in the newspapers.
And had you an Irish centre there?
Not
Or
then.
a pub?
No, Irish pubs, but I didn't drink that much when I was young. I didn't go out much, not to pubs. Ambrose was a big wheel with the Irish American National Centre. He gave them blood, sweat and tears. He was a head honcho there for years.
But you put a lot of work into it, you did?
Oh yeah, and it was great for young Irish guys that want to learn something about the trade. They could work with a professional on a Saturday.
So he pulled them along, he did?
Oh yeah.
He did, yeah.
Oh, it helped an awful lot. Even when my brother Lou was superintendent, I would call up some of the Irish pubs to see was any of the Irish guys out of work. We took care of the paddy man.
Good on
Our
you.
own.
Yeah. And was there a huge Irish cultural thing going on there, or did you just carry on normally? You wouldn't be.
Carry on
Were you very
normally.
Irish? Were you very Irish there?
Oh yeah.
You all stuck together, yeah?
Oh yes, yeah. I played with the group was all Irish guys.
You played music over there, you did?
Yeah. Trumpet.
So you come back to the Covey Convention every so often, you do?
I was back 4 years ago.
4 years
I was
ago.
back 8 years ago. Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh yes, yeah. Now today is beautiful. I've been freezing my arse off since I got here.
Well, which is better now, 17 degrees or 40 degrees?
Oh, I take the 40 Celsius any day. I
Would
have
you,
a
yeah?
house I have a house in Arizona, in Phoenix, and I've stayed the last 2 winters there. But it gets
Gets hot.
hot, too hot.
Well, can you tolerate it?
No, I leave for 3 months and I go back to Chicago.
Which was hot back there too, isn't it?
90, not as hot as Arizona. But they say Arizona, yeah, it's the dry heat. It is. You don't sweat.
No.
You don't sweat a bit.
You sweat in Chicago?
Oh yeah,
Humidity there, yeah.
And a lot of mosquitoes.
Is there, yeah?
Yeah. You got to spray yourself when you're sitting outside at night time.
So you won't come back to Ireland to retire?
Oh, I couldn't. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't take the weather. My bones can't take it.
In this country, there's be a lot of tears about migration and people leaving. Did you feel that when you left?
No.
Were you unhappy, no?
No.
Ever unhappy at all?
No, the best move I ever made.
We're always over here, always crying about immigrants.
No, best move I ever made. I don't regret it one bit.
Mm.
I have an American passport and I have an Irish passport, dual citizenship. And
You carry the Irish one onto the plane, I suppose you do.
I didn't bring it this time, but Ramon did it. Going through the customs, he jumped all the foreigners, and the guy seen his Irish passport. He said, "Oh, European only," and Ramon said, "Here's my Irish passport."
Problem solved.
Yeah.
So, a lot of the Kellys gone into music. How did that come about? Was there a lot of music in your...
My father was a musician.
Was he a
in
musician?
an orchestra here, and the Navins there on Mill Street. Their uncle of Tom Navin. There was a few of them musicians, and Tom Navin's first cousin had a cousin called Tom Navin, a clarinet player, and their father's name was Francie. He played the clarinet with my father. But it was a great move for us. Peter McConville, he was, he was an ex-British Army band leader, and boy did he know his stuff. I was 12 years old when I went in there, free. And we go practice every Thursday night down the lane.
And in a shed?
Yeah, they was raising pigs down underneath. The odour was pretty nice sometimes.
And was that the town band?
Town band, brass and reed band. At one time there was 40 of us in there.
And can you remember many of the names of the guys that were in that band?
There was Mark Malone was famous. There was a guy from Louisburg. He worked for Gibbons on Shop Street. His name was Frank Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
He played a big bass, big instrument.
Big huge thing, yeah.
Huge.
That's still there, yeah.
And there was a blacksmith there on the fair green called Jimmy Flaherty. He had one eye, he had a patch in his eye. He played a big euphonium, big instrument. There was Lines from Shop Street. He played a cornet. There was John MacDonald from the Cottages. He was playing a cornet. Jackie Foley.
Yeah.
He played a euphonium. He passed away from up the key.
We knew Jackie. Yeah. Everybody knew Jackie, yeah.
Yeah, Jackie was a good guy. And there was McNally from the Cottages. He worked for Hastings Garage. He used to put the wood flatbeds on the trucks. Yeah, he was in the band. But I have a photograph of the band. I shall send you some snaps.
And what kind of music did you play?
Oh, the best one was Sousa's music. There was no band around doing it. John F. Sousa. American music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Irish music.
Oh yeah.
Some Irish music.
Donald LeBou, the boys of Wexford. Trying to think. I remember there was a drummer from the Fairgreen. He's coming here for the convention. They call him Hong Kong. That's his nickname. But Charlie O'Malley, he played the drums. And Peter McConville would say, "O'Malley, the rolls." And he'd go, "Drrrrum, drrrrum, left, 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 right, right." Donald Boo.
Donald Boo,
That was good. The Boys of Wexford, that was another one we done.
How old was the band, do you think? When was it was in existence when you joined it for?
Oh, it was, I joined it in the early 50s. I was 12, 13. There had to be a band previous of the old boys. So, but at one time there was 40 members in that band.
40 members, yeah.
Yeah.
They're a bit slimmer now, but that seems to be growing again.
Yeah, Larry Henderson is still there.
There he is there. Was he there in your time?
Oh yes, he played. Moved in from Ballinrobe, opened up a little hairdressing saloon for men, and he played trumpet. Him and my brother Frank, my late brother Frank, were good trumpet players.
Did he play a trombone? No? Trumpet?
No. Oh, Larry is playing a trombone today, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. The mouthpiece is too big.
But you said you practiced down the lane, was it?
Oh, yeah.
In Church Lane, is it?
Church Lane, yeah.
And who owned the premises there at the time?
I don't know. Father Tom was a administrator in Westport. He was probably getting the place for nothing.
Oh. And would Father Tom come down to see you?
Oh, he would.
He would,
oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
He was involved in it, yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah, he'd go every year and collect money for new instruments, go around to the shops, and yeah, Father Tom was the best. I worked for him for 2 years before Gabriel was the sacristan in the church. He was very good to me.
And where would you play then?
We'd play at different parades. We'd go down to Newport and play at football matches and at Castlebar. We played for De Valera. I remember looking up at him when I was a young boy, and he never said hello. I couldn't figure that out. Too
Was that in Westport?
For Castlebar.
In Castlebar. And where was the meeting in Castlebar? In a hall or outside?
No, it was at the green there.
The green, the fair green?
The fair green.
Fair green, yeah.
We played there, and we played in Castlebar in the football stadium there, and we played in Ackle Sound as well.
Were you the best band in Mayo at the time, were you?
Oh, we were good. Yeah.
You were good, yeah. Were there many bands in Mayo at that time? Do you know?
No, Castlebar had one for a while, but Newport didn't have one. I don't know how many bands in Mayo that was doing brass and reed music, on parade, marching.
So you had a good time in the band?
Oh, great. Yeah.
Did you learn to read music?
I did, but I play by ear now. I'm a lugger. There was a guy on Shop Street called Eddie Lyons. He had a big truck, and he'd pile us all in the back and take us.
That's how you
sing songs all the way there. And
that's how you got around, is it?
Oh, yeah.
And Eddie Lyons.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Bit bouncy. Eddie, yeah, he's still alive. Yeah.
Still alive,
His
yeah.
brother played trumpet in the band.
So you had a great time?
Oh, good time.
Okay.
Good time.
So you're going to have a great time at the Covey Convention?
Oh, yeah, I intend to, yeah.
Okay. Well done.